What's good, Phantom friends? It is Emily, your honorary little Lottie. So, it's not often that I can really do reaction videos on the channel since it does revolve around Phantom and therefore a lot of things are copywritten. So, unfortunately, some of the suggestions that you guys give me I can't do because it'll be instant demonetization. It could get removed from YouTube entirely. They're just super strict about that. But today we have a very special opportunity to head to the reaction side of YouTube and satisfy my morbid curiosity at the same time. And if you're into creepy, mysterious stuff like I am, then you'll probably enjoy it too. Okay, so I admit this video that I'm reacting to is pretty old and fairly iconic, especially if you frequent Reddit or just, you know, internet mysteries or whatever. But I've never seen it before, and I've been putting it off until I could react to it for you guys. But the video I'm reacting to is called Paris Catacombs Lost Man Footage. And this was covered on like a special on ABC Family. But basically the backstory on this footage we're about to watch is a dude was like going ghost hunting or just something, just walking around down in the catacombs underneath Paris. And apparently stuff just went wrong and he couldn't find his way out. And, you know, as these stories usually go, they were never seen again. It's one of those found footage kind of things, but is supposedly real. So I'll let you guys be the judge of that in the end. This video is like less than 2 minutes long. It's just the found footage part of the special. So let's have a look, shall we?
It's very bizarre. These arrows point in a direction.
Grainy as
Occasionally
shit.
also he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs. So basically he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs, other than the point of view shots or pictures of human bones. The catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings.
What the hell is that?
You may be able to retrace an itinerary to some extent.
Did you? Okay, hold up. There was like a dude. There was like a straight up, like, human figure.
The catacombs for centuries.
That.
So it.
What in the bloody hell is? That looks like somebody was like, like chained up. Like, and I mean, the whole history with like the Paris Commune, like, I mean, shit like that is in. It was done. Like they imprisoned and like tortured people down there, and there's like all these people are buried. Again, I will go over that in a different video if you guys want me to. But that's kind of fucking freaky right there.
It is possible with these paintings that we may be able to retrace an itinerary to some extent.
Oh, that's a painting? Okay. Why were they painting pictures of that shit?
After about, we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the men.
Well, I mean, okay, so ghost shit aside, and I will kind of pause this frequently just to, so that we don't miss anything, but, you know, whether you're a skeptic on ghosts or believe in it or whatever, I just know personally, whether I had seen a ghost or not, if I thought that I was lost down in the catacombs or in like any kind of just place where I just could not find my way out, I'd be starting to freak out and run around and stuff too. So I wouldn't say that, you know, this panic that he's feeling is necessarily ghosts. And that's not really why I covered this video. It wasn't necessarily, you know, to be like, ooh, ghosts. It's just very interesting, the history of Paris and those underground catacombs. And the thought of being lost down there is just, oh my god. Like, I could not fucking imagine. What's crazy, dude, no joke, a friend of mine that I met on AIM Instant Messenger in like 2006. Stay safe on the internet, friends. It was a different time. We didn't know things. But we're still friends on Facebook to this day, actually. But we literally planned to do this. Like, our dumb 14-year-old selves actually planned to go into the Paris catacombs with all of our ghost hunting gear and shit, and like just go down there and like try to find our way into the part of the catacombs that is underneath the Garnier, which I'm pretty sure is illegal, by the way. We were like gonna bring satellite phones and satellite GPSs, which I've now been informed are pieces of shit devices. So that if we got lost, we could like get back out, and like we had this whole plan. Nicole, love you. Hit me up if you want to finally go through with our really, really bad idea. Yes, get arrested in the name of Phantom. Wouldn't that be a fitting end for me? Just kidding, please don't do this.
Many different corridors.
Sorry, a little side rant.
He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many
he's lost.
corridors.
I'd be
He's running
scared.
faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, this video camera
What the fuck was that moving in the water? Okay. Like I said, short video, but definitely a subject for discussion. Okay, so, the dropping of the camera, it's pretty creepy. You know, either he did, like, see something that he felt that the need to run away from, or he was just, like, so freaked out from being lost that he just panicked and was just like, screw it, I don't need it. I just need to find my way out. I don't know. So I don't know if you guys believe in, like, you know, ghosts or demons or any of the paranormal or anything like that. I myself am kind of a skeptic, but I do very much believe that it's a possibility. I have definitely not, like, said there are no ghosts, there are no this, that, or the other paranormal wise. I just need a lot of proof because I do approach it from a scientific mindset, and I try to debunk. But I definitely do believe that there are things about the world that we don't understand, that we don't have the ability or technology or whatever to understand. And so we should keep an open mind. And granted, some things are faked, some things are just paranoia. But I feel like there have been mysteries out there and certain footage that was taken years and years ago and has just, nobody's been able to debunk it. And it's the time-tested stuff like that that I tend to be a little bit more, or things that have been investigated like multiple times and not been able to be debunked. I don't know, I kind of want to watch it again. Hang on, I mean, it's super short.
It's very bizarre.
I don't know if you got time, but I got time.
These arrows point in a direction.
There's
Occasionally also he stops to photograph moonfuls of bones.
Okay, so there's arrows on the ground. So I don't know if he made those arrows or if somebody before him made those arrows as like directions of how to find their way back out or whatever. I didn't see any more arrows on the ground like after Let's see if we can see
which
any
means
more
that
of the
it's very, very
arrows.
deep inside the catacombs.
Yeah, if you're finding the
So
skulls,
basically,
you're
he's
very
filming what
deep
he's seeing,
inside.
very deep inside the catacombs.
People have obviously been there before
Other than
because
the
there's,
point of
like,
view shots
markings
or pictures
on the walls.
of human bones, the catacombs for centuries.
That
So
still
in
freaks
talking
me
over
out.
these paintings, that we may be able to retrace an itinerary to some extent.
I would like to know who that painting or whatever that is made by.
We hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops.
I don't see the arrows, but it's like, it's so grainy. These things are always so grainy.
He's running faster and faster.
It's in night. It's filmed in night vision, obviously.
And all of a sudden,
see, he was getting to a part of the catacombs where there was actually water. What is that banging noise? I didn't address that. I meant to. I'm very interested to know what the banging noise was, because he started freaking out before we heard any kind of noise. So that's interesting. And then I really couldn't see any more arrows on the ground after that, but clearly somebody else had been down there in this part of the catacombs. It's not like nobody had ever been down this far before, because you saw like graffiti on the walls, and the thing they have circled in this whatever is a painting, like they said. Like, who was making that painting and when? Like, is that like an old thing, like from when they were actually like imprisoning people down there or whatever? Or was that just somebody, you know, graffitiing? But, you know, the overall thing here is we don't know that this person ever made it out. And there's really no way of knowing because they dropped their camera, so we didn't get to see them leave if they did find their way out. But it seemed like, according to the guy that was narrating, he was just taking himself deeper in. He wasn't backtracking like you would expect him to, and try to maybe find his way back to closer to where he had come in, because again, logic would dictate you would be trying to go backwards. But from the way this guy was talking, he was just going further deeper into the catacombs. Maybe he got turned around, or he was being chased by something, and we'll just never know. It was Eric, you guys. It's clearly Eric. What happened is he got too close to the catacombs under the Garnier, and Eric got a little pissed off. Mystery solved. Everybody can go home now. Yeah, girl sitting in her office on her shitty YouTube channel figured it out, guys. Like, okay, I want to, like, look up, did anybody debunk this? Like, man lost in Paris catacombs, real or fake? There we go. Oh yeah, we know we can trust BuzzFeed. Let's see, in 2018 it says it's unresolved. Oh, good old Reddit. Alleged video footage of a man who disappeared in the Paris catacombs in France in the early 1990s. Is this our guy? Is that the video we just watched? From the night, that would explain the horrible camera quality. And this all could be totally fake. We have no idea. Oh, so there are parts of the tunnels that are open to the public. Interesting. But it's only roughly 1.25 miles of the tunnels that are open. The rest have been illegal to enter since 1955. Well, they tried to stop people, but teenagers are dumb, and then there's curious people like our guy here who was down there for reasons unknown. Okay, so yes, this is the same thing. So it says it was likely filmed on an 8mm device using a video cassette, which would definitely explain a lot of the graininess. Not one person who could have been involved in a potential hoax has stepped forward. Regardless, it looks like this was never solved. Well, holy crap, friends. I'm glad I finally got to see this, real or fake. It's pretty spoopy. And I do kind of like the fact that it was never solved. It's one of those things that you can, you know, just kind of be like, ooh, forever, and instead of like these films that end up coming out and being debunked, and it's just, there's this sense of disappointment when that happens. You know, even though it's best to know the truth, there's always that part of you that like kind of hopes it's real. And the fact that we can still hang on to this one, I just, clearly the guy was not okay is the unfortunate part of this being real. Because, you know, if he had made it out of there and this footage came out, he would have been like, yo, no, dude, this is me, I'm fine, like, if it was all real. But, if this is real, then that means that he lost his life down there. And that's really sad. So, you know, it's one of those things where you kind of hope that it's got some truth to it, but at the same time, it would be very unfortunate if, you know, something did happen to this person. So, what do you guys think? Is it real? Is it fake? Tell me your thoughts. I don't know. Like I said, I think it was Eric. He got a little too close. And clearly this guy did not keep his hand at the level of his eyes. It's a rookie mistake, my dude. Phantom was already out for several years when you did this, so you were warned. So like if you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want me to keep doing creepy stuff like this that involves like Paris or the Catacombs and whatever, because there's a lot of history. There's a lot of dark history. It is dark stuff. And I might do a video on the real history behind Phantom and the events that inspired it, because it was based on a lot of true events. Now, how much of it is true is still highly debated, but supposedly it was based on a real guy and some of the real events, like the crashing of the chandelier. Link to merch is in the description, and click that join button for access to early, bonus, and uncensored content, as well as access to our private Discord and other perks. Stay spoopy, friends, and fantastic with PH, and keep your hands at the level of your eyes. Bye-bye!